Hey, what's up? What's going on, Holy Culture family? What's up, positive people? It's B Plus, and you are tuned into yet another edition of the Be Positive Music Show right here on Sirius XM channel 140 and Holy Culture Radio. I have a very special guest, my god brother D-MAUB. Say what's up to the Holy Culture fam.
Hey, Holy Culture, hold me down for years. What up? What up? What up, y'all?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's like this is really like a full circle moment.
No, it's crazy
because like. I was just talking with V off camera that like I met you in the 90s, like 99. That summer is when you and my older brother hooked up. So I've known you for a super long time.
Yeah.
And I remember from like the first album all the way up to Revamped. And that's what we're going to talk about today is Revamped, the brand new project that is it's crazy. It's
Revamped.
Crazy. If you haven't checked it out, I implore you, brethren and sisterin, to check out this project. So this is a little bit of throwback for me. I really got my start on YouTube doing album reviews, and I called them a recap. I can't even name what I used to do. I haven't done it in so long. The recap countdown. Okay. So I walked down an entire project, 5 bars, 4 beats, 3 favorite tracks, 2 features, and I do 1 final recap. And what I would do, I would just kind of drop things in that bucket, and I'll just talk about the album from top to bottom.
That's dope.
And I get a chance to actually sit down in the room. I've never actually done it with the artist in the same room. I've done it over Zoom and things like that, over a Restream, but I'm actually sitting in the room.
Come on, man, we're making history.
Making history. So I'm excited. I'm super excited. I don't want to waste any time. I just want to hop right into it. So we're gonna kick things off. These are my 5 favorite bars. I had a hard time just because you rap.
Okay.
You rap, you write. So it's like it's hard to pick 5. So at the time of me sitting down and creating this, these are my top 5.
Okay.
They probably do change.
Okay.
And I do cheat sometimes. So if there's a favorite bar that I like but didn't make the top 5, I'll slide it in when I'm covering my beat.
Right on. Right on. Okay.
I cheat. This is my show.
It's all good.
I do what you
want to do.
Exactly.
You grown.
Exactly. Just like with good company. It's your company.
I'm grown.
Yeah, right.
I do what I want.
And this is my show, so I do what I want. So
come on with it.
Let's go ahead and hop into the very first segment. 5 bars. Sit back and check this out, man.
5 bars.
Because of you, I'm able to see through the pain, and when I feel forsaken, you remind me you remain. Because of you, was able to acknowledge my deficiencies and stop blaming everything on the enemy. For real, your love to the misled, cause I know the problem stems from them being misfed. You gotta change how you eat. When you do it, it's gonna change how you think and how you speak. Hey, holla at me when your mind made up. I'll show you how to roll, living life prayed up. Even if I chose to refrain and made you cough up a fit, just know I know you know it's worth that to the 2nd degree. Just know I know you know it's worth that to the 2nd degree. Even if I chose to refrain and made you cough up a fit, just know I never complain, cause they ain't share it with me. I cracked the code to the game, so now I share for free. Free game. Now I was locked up in chains, now I'm free as a gift. The way I walk in his name, I'm creating a shift. He done brought me through pain, made it through the abyss. The creator's creation creates. How creative is this? Don't put your play in the box. Guess I used to it. Remember I used to quit till I found out Cuddy was the one on top where I choose to sit. They kicked me out like you too sick. Now don't you trip when it's your table. See, choose to flip for good reason. Every season you breathing, don't move too quick. Don't wanna see flames like your thumb on that big click, click. That's a fire.
Yeah. So those are my top 5. Those are my top 5, and I want to let's
that's a good top 5 right there.
Let's start at the top. Let's start
at the top
because of you.
I love this segment, by the way. This is super creative.
Appreciate it.
And super unique.
Appreciate it.
Creativity is
right. That's you.
I love being creative.
Right.
And this is really, really dope. I just want to say that.
Appreciate that. But a lot of that comes from people don't understand that. Like I grew up watching you and V and Forever in Christ music.
Yes.
Lisan.
Yes.
K-drama.
Absolutely.
All those people. I was that kid in the studio watching y'all be creative. So like I feel like later in life, I'm starting to tap into that. So,
man, that's dope.
The reason why I like Because of You,
I wasn't expecting Because of You, but that's been a lot of people's favorite song on the album is Because of You.
Really?
I literally got a text message today with that's in somebody's top 4 is Because of You. I was like, yo,
really?
Yeah.
I like that part just because it's like I mean, you hoop as well. I mean, we're older, we don't hoop
no more
anymore. But we used to hoop. But one thing in basketball, you call your own fouls. And I feel like this song is doing that. You're calling your fouls. It's like instead of like a lot of people like in Christian YouTube, Christian circles, like they like to present themselves as like the person to follow. But it's like, no, like I'm on this thing where now I'm like, I'm raising my hand and say like, hey, I'm jacked up. I'm jacked up because we all are. So
yes.
So yeah, I really enjoyed that bar there. I really enjoyed that bar there.
Man.
Just talking about our deficiency. And really everything is just because of him. So
everything that I have, who I am today is because of you. You know what I mean? I just wanted to put the light back on God. You know what I'm saying? And even it doubles for real. It could double to some with somebody you love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for me, it kind of doubles for my wife. It's like because of you, I'm able to see through the pain. So I have this physical connection. I have this spiritual connection because of God, right? He helped me in many ways, right? But God uses people as well.
Right. That's how he moves in the earth. He has to use people.
He has to use people, right? So my wife saved me from, wanting to kill myself.
Got you.
Literally. You know what I mean? And so it's like because of you as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
And what's crazy, because I wrote on here because of you. I wrote call your own Favs, but I also wrote mom. And then I drew an arrow and I wrote wife.
Yes, sir.
So like we on the same page.
We're on the same page, bro.
We on the same page.
Yep.
So that was number 5 because of you. The bar on With the King. And I like that one just because it's a lot of times we yell at the center, but like that's like the fruit. We're yelling at like the sensational things that they're doing that's wrong. But like if you really get to their heart and then the root of the issue, you'll have more compassion for them. So
for sure.
So I love that one.
Somebody text me that line right there.
Really?
You got to change how you eat. When you do it, it's going to change how you think and how you speak. Somebody literally just texted me. I've been getting text messages for this album, bro, every other day since it came out April 14th. Like literally somebody is texting me or DMing me or, excuse me. It's been such a blessing, bro.
Man, and it's good. That's good to hear, especially after coming back after a break. This is your first album in how many years?
At least 50 since 2013.
And to get this feedback, it's like it's not a fact of like it's like you love to be missed.
Yeah,
you would hate to come back out after 13 years.
Yeah.
And people just kind of like, oh,
yeah.
So and
I never mentioned that I did music in the last almost 10 years.
It's been all good company.
It's all been good company.
Yeah. So people shot.
People like, what the?
Right.
Bro, you supposed to be selling clothes. What you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Making music that I listen to every day now, That's
great.
Yeah, it's dope.
That's great. Dope. So that brings me to number 3, regardless. This is, arguably, this is the best bar.
Bruh.
This is the most creative bar on the entire project. It's like one of the most creative bars. Like,
I agree.
The Regardless single came out like about a year ago.
Yes, it did.
And like, I was just like,
let you know how long I've been working on this album.
Right.
For a little over a year.
Got you.
It didn't start off as me working on the album though, which is crazy because I didn't go in like there's gonna be a song on my album coming out. I had just got that itch, bro, and stuff just started coming to me.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing beats and I'm like, man. And in the past, I've heard tracks, I've bought tracks, and never did anything for years. I get this
the pump fake,
right?
You.
But yeah, so Regardless was one of those songs I was just feeling at the time. You know what I mean? And that reversal
that was crazy.
Yeah, that joint wasn't even planned.
Okay.
I promise you. Like I didn't go in like I'm gonna say something and then I'm gonna reverse it. I promise on everything I love. I didn't plan that. When I got to that bar, when I said the last bar before I start going backwards, it came to me to do that the moment.
Got you.
And I was like,
but it's so many bars though, because I've heard of it's so many bars though. But like the thing is, I'll say that because like rappers sometimes do that. Like they'll like they're writing a 16, they get to like 14, 15, they're just kind of like, I don't know how to wrap this up. And so they'll just say the last line twice just to get out of there.
Absolutely.
At least that's how it comes across to me.
No, I agree, right?
But you pulled this way earlier.
Yeah.
It's like again, basketball references. It's like if you see somebody gather the 3-point line, like, oh, he finna take off.
Oh, yeah.
Like
he's getting ready to do something.
This is like old LeBron. Like he pick up at like the 3-point line. You like, oh, he about to bring that mug from the East.
Yeah.
And bring it all the way to the West.
To the West. Right.
You pulled this up very early.
Yeah.
But you said it just came naturally.
It just really came to me, man. Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that. Like, were you like thinking like, okay, were you trying to time out your bars so that when you flipped it, it was going to land perfectly?
Promise you I didn't.
Crazy.
I promise you.
Creature.
Yeah. This is what creatures is. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's and speaking of just like that type of creativity, the next bar on Hit the Ground Running, like the creative, just what did you say?
What part was that?
It was the
I was locked up in chains, now I'm free as a gift, the way I walk. Oh, the creators, creation creates. How creative is this? I was locked up in chains, now I'm free as a gift. The way I walk in his name, I'm creating the shift. He done brought me through pain, made it through the abyss. The creator's creation creates. How creative is this?
That's crazy. And it was crazy because before we started this interview, I always like to pray before we start. And I end most of my prayers with, your creative God, so help us to go be creative today.
Yes, sir.
And I started praying that because of Jay Givens. He had a song where he said something along those same lines of like, I can't remember the exact Jay Givens bar, but he had a bar talking about like the creative made us creative. So go be creative.
For sure.
That's the line.
For sure.
Okay. So that made me pray that. And then you had that bar. I was like, yes.
Yeah. The creator's creation creates. How creative is this?
Yeah.
Don't put your boy in a box unless they call it a Chevy. 24's candy paint, same color spaghetti like Mario Andretti. I'm the champ on the track. You ain't know. I'm thinking like, what type of answer is that? Yeah. Hit the ground running. Hit the ground running is crazy, bro. I'm getting chills thinking about hit the ground running is different.
Yeah, it is. It is. That was one of those little teaser. That was the first one out in my top 3.
Let me look.
What you got?
I just want to. So my dude just look what my dude text me. Look at the songs that he say like. What's the songs?
Hit the Ground Running was his number 1.
Sir.
We Up. Number 2. Number 3, Because of You, and then 4, I Can't Vibe. I'm mad at myself.
I'm telling you, bro. That Hit the Ground Running it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. And the reason why I'm mad at myself is because when I was packing to come up to Cincinnati, I put my I Can't Vibe With You hoodie on the bed. Where's that joint? My wife probably put it back in the drawer by now. I wanted to wear that joint.
Yes, I can't vibe with everybody.
And now I got on Ruslan.
Oh no! Shout out to Ruslan.
Shout out to Ruslan, but it's not good company.
It's not good company.
I'm biased.
That's all right. He's still good company though.
He's still good company.
He's definitely good company.
And I am
and
too.
You are definitely good company for sure.
So that was number 2.
The 2.
So number 1. This entire
we going from the least to the greatest.
Yeah, we have 5 to 1.
5 to 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 is the greatest though.
Yes.
Okay.
The big click.
Oh yeah.
Like
that's a 5.
Yeah, that was my favorite. I could have picked any number of bars. Like I remember I saw it first on social media.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, no, he's really back. It's like when Mike came back the first time.
Yeah.
It was when he dropped 55 in the guard and the double nickel. You're just kind of like, okay, all right, okay, all right.
He ain't lost it.
I know he's back. I think he might hit a game winner a night before in Atlanta. I'm Rain Man sometimes when it comes to NBA. I just remember all the stuff. I remember he was back. He was doing amazing things, but when he hit the double nickel, you just kind of like, yeah. So that's what Put It Out was for me. I was just kind of like, okay,
yeah.
When is Revamped coming out?
Yeah.
I was already excited, but like, I need Revamped. So
I want to see flames like your thumb on that big.
That was crazy. And I already knew it was crazy, but one of my favorite moments on that when it came out, it's like one of the top comments was Lecrae. And Lecrae was just like he basically was just kind of like, he's still doing it.
Got it, yeah.
Like
thank you to Lecrae, man. And I want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
You know, that's big coming from an artist of his status.
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes I feel in our genre that it's still gatekeeping, and it's still it's almost like business first before ministry. And what I mean by that is you don't want to look you know that your comment on somebody else's post can bring them attention.
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't want to give other artists attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In
fear of they might stop listening to me, or jealousy, or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Right. But you know, you don't hear a lot of big artists commenting on artists that got under 1,000 followers. You know what I'm saying?
True.
It's like we the little, you know, y'all ain't, if I comment on you, I'm co-signing you, and it can, but it's just like,
that was cool.
he didn't look at it that way at the time, Lecrae. You know what I mean?
That was cool.
And you know, to a lot of people, I'm a brand new artist. I've been in the game forever though, right? And I know Lecrae, right? He shouts us, he used to shout me and K Drama out all the time when he came to Cincinnati, give us free tickets. Man, I love Lecrae, bro.
The Higher Learning Tour.
Absolutely.
You opened up for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
At Bogart's.
Yep.
Right. So shout out to Lecrae for doing that, man. Some artists know you. I know some artists, know them, got their cell phone number, and you know, they don't follow me, they don't comment on my, and it's okay. I'm not looking for that. They don't have to, but it just let me know, like, man, this is, y'all still playing a game. Y'all still are. You see what I'm saying? It's hard to explain, but it's just like, I'll follow you. If I feel like you dope, I'm following you, bro. I don't care if you got 50 followers. Yeah. Like, I'm not following artists because of their status. I'm following, I really like you. I'm going to comment on your post. I'm going to say dope, fire emojis if I like it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so, yeah, man,
that's a dope moment.
Yeah.
That was a dope moment.
It was a dope moment. It was a real dope moment. He didn't have to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. And Lecrae, it's funny because I've watched the interview of him maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and he actually talked about like of how early on he kind of stood in the doorway and was kind of blocking the light from going both directions. And because he was on the panel with like young cats like What Up RG, and I feel like he's doing some things purposely to kind of right some of those wrongs and say like, okay, like I was just doing what I was told, and that's what the industry was. The industry was they had crazy contracts. Yeah. They just didn't handle things the right way. So it's just dope to see him as he matures as an artist to reach back and help out the young people. Like, he's really championing Miles Minnick right now. They just dropped an album yesterday. Yeah. Or a week ago. Get well soon. Yeah. I think it is. So shout out to Lecrae. Yeah, absolutely. So those are my 5 favorite bars. So now, man, thank you. Let's keep moving and let's talk about my 4 favorite beats, which was hard as well.
4 beats.
I love it. That's a vibe. Boy, I be blazing. It's so amazing. Thought I was retired. Back and forth pacing like I was chasing his Levi Meyer. Never was expired. The enemy beat me in that box. I'm like, man, you's the liar. Now I'm free and I'm off them chains. Used to see me lipping. I don't walk the same. When I seen what I was facing, turned in my letter of resignation. Tell the truth around my ways. Keep me on track so I won't be unstable in my faith either. I can't stand to be around individuals who love to stump your name to the ground. You got a problem, holla at me, ain't no love lost. We can reconcile the situation, get that grudge off. Get down for the king. Hit the ring, go a couple rounds for the king. See, I'ma keep it real with y'all. You ain't bout it, I don't even wanna deal with y'all. No. See, I'm the man for the work, cause I shoot for the best, but I plan for the worst, right? Cause before I switched teams, I was bound, but I had to move them chains, every play first down. I'm so professional. I'm so professional. Yeah, I'm so professional. I'm so professional. I'm so professional. I'm so professional. Yeah, I'm so professional. So professional. Serve the one who's incredible. Anything else is unacceptable. Rather be a vegetable. To go be a light from where you came, some is skeptical, but somebody gotta go over the bridge and break down the parables. Sometimes I think, man.
And that was one of those ones where I snuck in some bars that I like. But like, let's talk about the production. Like, yes. So what I like about Put It Out was that
it's my brother too. It's my creature brother.
It's almost like you become a part of the production at times. It's like the production, because normally it's like production artists, but sometimes you it's like okay, you are a part of the production somehow with your voice. So like talk a little bit about like how does that happen?
So again, it's just me being creative, right? And shout out to DJ Mosky and this brother done produced a few of my songs. Yeah, Go All Out.
Yeah. It's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, Go All Out is crazy. Again with this one, he produced something else for me too. My mind is drawing a blank, but so I told him I was working on the album, and I'm like, bro, I need that. I need you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And so he sent me some tracks. I heard this one, and I'm listening to this, and I as soon as I heard the beat, I knew it was mine. I knew like,
yeah,
I'm gonna kill this track. You know, I knew it, like for real. And because it's that upbeat, it's that, you know, you listen to Go All Out, it's that up, it's you know what I mean? So I was listening to the track, I was in the car, I'm listening, I'm just like, man, this beat fire. Like I kept talking about how fire the beat was. It wasn't even supposed to translate to the song, the concept of the song. The beat was so dope. And so I'm listening to it, and I just kept saying, fire, this mug fire. Like I can't wait to write to this. I'm like driving home from work, listening to the beat.
I got it.
And then that's how the concept came. Like, man, this song fire. I can't wait to put out. Like I'm thinking that in my head as I'm listening to try to get the hook for the beat.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, this song's so fire. I gotta put it out. And I'm like, oh my freaking God, that's like a double entendre.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? The song's so fire.
Yeah.
I want to put it out. And then that's where the concept came for that. Shout out to DJ Mosky, bro. That's my creature brother for life.
Yeah. He's cold. He's cold, and he's everywhere.
Absolutely.
Every time I look up, he's at some other event, some other venue. Like,
I'm so happy for him, man.
Yeah.
I remember flying him out to do Y'all Funny.
I remember that video.
Yeah, the song in the video, Y'all Funny. I remember writing that song, and I think I met Mosky in Cali when I went to Cali one time, and we just freaking clicked, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I love that dude, man.
I hear he's such a good dude. I've never heard a bad thing about him.
Man, you probably won't. That's my brother, man. Like, and I met him out there, and I think Big Earl brought me out from 90K Watts. Shout out to Big Earl. I think that was my first time coming to Cali with Classy K.
Gotcha.
And we did a show out there. It was super freaking live, man. I think I met Mosky out there, and we started building from there. And I flew him out to do Y'all Funny. Asked him to be on Y'all Funny. He was like, let's do it. He freaking killed it too. Nice. Go check out Y'all Funny with me and DJ Mosky. It's an old track, but that song is
that's crazy.
Go listen to Y'all Funny.
Yeah, so from the beatboxing to the voice thing that you do, like it just really blended well. So that was number 4. Number 3, Keep My Name Out Your Mouth. It's just like that West Coast. The bass line on there was like
Zero. That's my producer Zero, bro.
That bass line was crazy.
Yes. Shout out to Solomon.
And you can tell it was live. I was just kind of like, oh, like you can't, a machine can't do this.
No, sir.
These are actual fingers. Plucking some strings and holding some stuff down.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. So Solomon came through and killed that joint.
So that was dope. And then it was so funny listening to With the King. That was number 2. And then
Zero again. Zero produced that again.
And then like you made the comment, like while I was playing, it was like you shouted him out that you said he did the same thing with Working Like a Pro. And I'm just like, well, that was number 1. So it was like, that's why I was just like,
yep. Zero again, Working Like a Pro.
Those transitions. And the reason why I like that is because Revamped is a mixture of prior work that you've revamped.
Yep.
And but you said you've been in the game for a while.
Absolutely.
So you were around when songs had third verses.
Absolutely.
So what I like about this is, and now people's attention spans are very short. So with you redoing songs that have a third verse, I was like, okay, what's going to keep them there for that third verse? And it's these subtle,
premeditated. I thought about that literally.
Gotcha.
I'm like, these songs with 3 verses, and I don't have many, right? I got a few, right?
Yep.
But with those, we got to switch it. You know what I mean? And Zero. Shout out to Zero, man. He's actually the one who really pushed me out the nest to do an album.
Gotcha.
Because when I was talking about doing Revamped, I was just kind of saying what I want to do. Like, I want to get back into music. I want to do this album. I got so much on my plate. And shout out to his pops, Brian, who DJ Bloodwashed.
Okay.
Who used to bring us to Columbus all the time. And his son, Isaiah, was a bit like little when we used to go out and do these shows, right? And so as Brian is seeing me send these messages about, thinking about doing an album. He told his son, Isaiah, he said, why don't you remake one of D-MAUB's songs? Just remake it. So I get this inbox one day.
Oh,
now, I didn't know he told his son this. I didn't know. So I get an inbox one day on Facebook, and it's Zero. And he like, what's up, bro? I'm just reaching out to you, man. I remade one of your songs. I don't know who he is. I'm like, you remade one of my songs. What are you talking about? So, bro, I didn't check the email till like 2 weeks later. Cause I'm like, what do you mean you remade one of my, first of all, who are you?
Right.
Right. And what do you mean remade? Like you took one of my songs, now you rapping over it? Like I didn't understand what he was saying.
Got you.
A few weeks go by, bro. I listened to this song and he remade So Professional, Working Like a Pro. And when I tell you, when I listened to his remake of it, bro, I could not believe he made something that was 10 at a level 10 for me, a 20.
Wow.
And he's been my producer ever since. I said, oh yeah, we working on an album together. It's up. So he got 7 out of the 10 tracks on this album.
Got you. So,
yeah.
So he did Working Like a Pro and With the King.
For sure.
Yeah. So both of those, like I said, that subtle blend, I was just like, and like, I remember those songs. Like I probably heard some of those songs before they even came out. I listened to those songs first on CD.
Absolutely.
So like to hear them now,
absolutely,
and they feel fresh. Like if somebody heard that now, they'd be like, "What? Like, what do you mean? Like, no,
20 years old?
Like, there's no way." I'm like,
"Yeah,
way,
yeah,
this is real. I'm telling you. I used to listen to this on the CD. And they're like, "What's the CD?" And it's kind of like, get this young child away from me.
Right.
So shout out to Zero,
man, my brother.
And now let's move on to my 3 favorite tracks, which was Nearly Impossible. I told you Hit the Ground Running was like first one out. I was like, man, like I really don't want to.
I'm hearing people are telling me like, as I'm listening to this album more and more, my favorites keep changing.
Yeah,
and that's a great sign.
It is.
That's probably the best compliment is that your favorite keeps changing the more you listen to them.
Yep. So let's keep going.
3 favorites.
I'm about to blow, you about to blow, he about to blow, she about to blow, we about to blow. If you come around and my speed start to slow, oh, he and she gotta go. Never let nobody slow me down, never let nobody slow me down. Ain't no way, ain't no way. You don't really wanna see me clown, you don't really wanna see me clown. Out my way, out my way. I know my wiser. Yeah, I was destined to be great before my bizarre. I'm doing good, so I put that on my shizzazz. We found peace in the air. Help me change my circle, cause I was cheaping with squares. Now your boy a creature, how's it going? Nice to meet you. It's amazing what happens when you put prayer in the air. Face low, look high when you feeling down. Now I'm out there on the field running different routes. Staying 10 toes down, never in and out. Man, this song so fire, had to put it out. Put it out, put it out, put it out, put it out. Man, this song so fire, had to put it out. Put it out, put it out, put it out. Man, this song so much stay in my lane. Never complain, it's like till I fly, go against the grain. Who's that making that funk trunk shaking, top drop, hands up in the sky. Hands up in the sky. The truth is what we got. It's all about the kingdom. Surprise, surprise. Who that? Well, it's the D to the dash to the M to the A to the U to the B. Yeah, you gotta get this U on. AKA, I'm the young to the C to the U to the T to the T.
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, so that's
a great 3 right there.
Let's start with We Up. Only thing that joint needed was Bootsy Collins.
You know what's crazy? Is I actually reached out to him and I'm trying to get him to do a remix with me.
Okay.
He loves the song.
Nice.
He loves the song.
Bootsy Collins.
He loves the song.
Nice.
Real talk.
Nice. So that joint, when I heard that, again, I was just like, this is crazy. And then
shout out to Marvin Mo Beats too.
Okay.
Marvin Mo Beats made that track.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
It's just it's Cali.
Yes.
It's I don't know. It just feels like Bootsy needs to just pull up.
He does.
He needs to pull up on it.
He does.
So that was definitely my favorite one.
I love We Up, bro. That's a lot of people's favorite. I got my aunt Aretha Chapman who sings with Second Wind. Shout out to my aunt. Love my aunt. And shout out to my awesome wife, man, Sierra. She's on that joint as well.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, she's on that joint as well. So.
Harmonies are dope on there. And I saw an interaction with you and Trig, or you posted a conversation with you and Trig. Trig, for those that don't know, Trig is CEO of Holy Culture Radio. So what was that exchange like when you sent it over to him?
So I hit him up, man, and I was like, you know what? I wonder if I still you know, I always go through you. I talk to you like, let me hit up bro, you know, for the consideration. Check this out. And I was like, man, I wonder if I still got Trig number. And I hit him up and I was like, Trig? And then he texted me back like, yeah, what up, D-MAUB? I'm like, oh, up.
Yeah, right.
And I sent him the track and he was like, oh, bro, this is it. He said, I'm gonna send you the link, fill out everything. This got to get some spins.
And it's crazy because like obviously I'm on the back end of Holy Culture, and it's like seeing that like in that heavy rotation folder, I'm just kind of like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
crazy. That joint. And Mark said
it's in demand.
Wow.
So they got.
I don't know because I can't see
right
if it's in demand or not. You know what I mean? But but thanks for letting me know.
Oh yeah,
thanks for letting me know
that song's going crazy. It's up for real.
Wow,
it really is up.
Shout out to We Up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we in the concept from that song came from, you know, just life happening, bro. Just you know, shout out to, like I said, Miles Minnick, Lecrae, right? You know, they say, hey, we the new mainstream,
right?
You know what I mean? And it's like, man, y'all recognizing us, bro. Like, we ain't whack because we doing this for God. You feel what I'm saying? And all of that came. I'm gonna read a
I'll go for it, man.
A quote real quick from a guy who got a podcast. And he blessed me, man. This is what he said. He came up to the mall. I was talking, you know, he introduced me to my brand, Good Company. And I was like, man, I just dropped a project. And he, you know, like, what, you rap? I'm like, yeah, check out. I was like, bro, please just check out. I said, I know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody rap, right? And I was like, man, check it out, man. It's, you know, Christian hip hop. You know, I don't know where you at with that. And obviously he didn't really, he wasn't really into it, right? Or heard a lot of it. Let me say that from his comment. I'm gonna read his comment. But this was a few days ago. He just inboxed me, right? And he said, now I ain't gonna lie, you just changed my whole view on Christian rap. You're not only talking about real life and God, but you making it sound cool, if that makes sense. I'm most definitely tapped in fully now. We got to set up a date to get you on the show for sure after my anniversary trip next week. So it's like, this is why we do this. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I say all that to say, that's where the concept of the song came from. It's like, we up, bruh. We up. Like, we ain't the little guys, you know what I'm saying? We ain't these whack rappers because of our content. You know, our delivery is on point. The quality of our music is on, man. We up as a genre, as those of us who are creatures, you know what I'm saying? We up. Yeah. We don't gotta take the back seat. You know what I mean? Dope. So yeah, we up. This song's for all believers. This is for all creatures. This is for everybody who's been challenged and dealing with life, but still come out on top. Right. You know what I mean? Who don't give up. It's like, nah, we ain't down, we up.
Right.
Simple and plain.
And that's so needed because like I'm into like I said, calling your own fouls, being people who are like, okay, I'm not just gonna put on like this Christian mask, this front for family, this front for your tribe, like being honest. For and like, because life, it really does hit you. Work can hit you. And then once you start getting your knees underneath you, relationships start hitting you. And then like, heaven forbid, like your marriage.
Absolutely.
And it's just
health.
Like,
it's just so much we deal with.
Yeah. And it's like obviously we're getting older now. And I'm like, I would just laugh with my guy because he sat in my car. I had the chewy Tums in between the things. And he got in the car, was like, oh man, you on those too? And you would have thought we was talking about like the latest like like sour Skittles came out with or like some new type of nerds or something. We were talking about Tums,
bro.
Because health.
Yeah.
All these things start piling up on you, and you have to remind yourself that like I can lift, to use a Bible term, your countenance.
Yeah.
That we are up.
Yeah.
We are up.
We up, man.
And we are okay.
Lift up your head, oh ye gates. Brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Because it really does hit.
Yeah.
It really does hit. So
for sure, we up.
And that just leads me over to put it out. I mean, you gave a great illustration, or not illustration, a great description of like how that came together. So we already talked about that one, but the next one was Regardless, and we kind of talked about that one too.
Yeah.
So I really feel like this album it's just really showing that you are a vet in this area of rap. Just like you said, you just ran into that guy there, and he's just kind of like, I didn't even know you rap.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and like you being hesitant of actually sharing it with it, because like you said, everybody rap now, but you've been rapping.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just didn't like, oh, I'm gonna go buy some equipment real quick. Like you did buy some equipment, but it was because like
I know what I'm doing.
You know what you're doing
with it. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, man. So let's keep going. Let's get into so we covered our 5 bars, our 4 beats, our 3 favorites. Now I'll talk about 2 of my favorite features on the project. You only had 2 features, right?
I had actually well, K-Roll is on Goodbye, and I think that's it, and then We Up.
Got you.
With my wife and my aunt.
Well, let's hop in.
So yeah.
2 features.
I don't even answer my phone. Yeah, why? Cause what is we talking for? If you ain't talking about what I be on, what you be on? I cannot buy, of course. You can be any and all that you wanna be. It's plenty of y'all that be finding me, and plenty of y'all that be trying me. But I'ma be who I've been trying to be. One time for the fam, this my jam. Come around me, throw up both your hands while we stand for the try.
Many days, many nights, I had many lows, many highs, but I seem to get by. But I'm convinced it's by the grace of God.
Grace of God.
You're the one who lifts me up. When I fall down, you pick me up. And when my back is against the wall, I never hesitate. You're the one I call.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
shout out to Scott Sims, bro. When I say he laced,
yeah,
I can't vibe with everybody. Like he was the perfect. I can't even hear nobody else. I'm sure some people who would do just as good, but Scott, bro, is a hidden gem. He is one of the most talented people.
He's Ohio too, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. One of the most talented brothers I know, man. Yeah. Shout out to Scott Sims. I can't vibe with everybody.
Yeah. So
that joint crazy.
That joint was smooth, and my homie Kenny.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, man. Shout out to my bro. Because he delivered, right? He delivered, and I remember him. He wrote the verse. He came over, dropped the verse, and when I say, bro, I was like, I love this verse.
Yeah.
Like you did so well capturing the topic of what the song is about. Yeah. And I remember him saying, like, man, I want to rewrite my verse. And I'm like, are you stupid?
Like, why would you do that?
Rewrite it? And he didn't get around to rewriting it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I was going to let him rewrite it anyway.
Got you.
But it all worked out.
Oh, yeah.
And bro, when I say people like that song, that's another one of people's favorite songs. The same guy who said, man, you changed my perspective on Christian hip hop. That was the first song. That was the first song that he DM'd me and said, I had to run this one back. It was Goodbye.
Got you.
I tell Ken all the time, bro, people hit me up about that song all the time. Like, Goodbye is my anthem, bro. Like, that's my life. Like, I know what that looks like coming from the streets, and you know what I'm saying? God changing my life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So yeah, Goodbye is crazy too.
Yeah, I need to hit up, because he hit me up maybe a month or so ago. It was like, I got a song for you. I want you to check out. He's like, but I haven't recorded. I have to just do it for you live.
Wow.
But life has just been so busy.
Yeah, of course.
Like when we was talking about We Up, like life has been, this 2025 has been, I've gotten my counter punches in, but I've been
had to slip and roll with something too.
Yeah, trying to steal some rounds, and I'm like, I ain't steal that one. Yeah. I'm gonna steal the next one. I'm like, I didn't steal that one either.
Yeah.
So, but that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And you have to be able to raise your hand and say, like, this is where I'm at. And I like music that talks about where you're at right now. Like nothing drives me more crazy than hearing a pastor, and every time they tell the shining example of what to do right in your life is them. And I'm just kind of like,
yeah,
like, so you Floyd Mayweather, you 50-0, 51-0.
Yeah.
Like, no, like everybody in this life, you taking your lumps.
For sure.
And I was just talking with somebody the other day, like, there's not one day I can look in the mirror at the end of the day and say, like, hey, B, you killed it today. Like, you had
you got killed today.
Right. Right. It's just like, it's absurd to think that you, like I said all the time, people feel like I got saved in 2003, and I haven't sinned since. I've just been walking with the Lord, and like, no. And if you can say that, I'm like, then that's your issue right there. You are delusional.
Right.
That was me.
That's the beginning of being delusional, is thinking you got this thing under control and that you know it all.
Right.
Nobody does.
Right.
Everybody's figuring it out as we go and doing our best. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed the project. So we are now moving towards our final recap of the album. As we've been talking about this, you've been sharing a little bit about a lot of feedback you've been getting from brand new people who are just talking about the show, all the way to people who have been around, like Trig.
Yeah.
So I guess given that response, like, I mean, obviously we don't have like a big music group behind you, pushing you and promoting you and things like that. This is all grassroots. This is all word of mouth. This is all just social media, the things that you've done. I guess where does that land you now? Now that the album's been out, you said April 14th is when it dropped. So now we're about a month out from that. Yeah. So where are you at now?
So I'm just still pushing it, man. I'm still having fun. Just I got an event tonight. I'm opening up for Stokely.
Nice.
You know, he's part of Silk, Pretty Brown Eyes. You know what I mean? So people are calling me now and like, man, can you come out? And, you know, I got this birthday song. So shout out to my homie Tiffany. It's her birthday.
Yeah.
And it's called A Real One's Birthday. So if you ain't heard the birthday song, I heard it was a real one's birthday.
I heard it was a real one's birthday. I heard it was a real one's birthday. I said HAPPYBIRTHDAY.
I said it's going crazy too, and people loving it.
This week was my son's birthday. He turned 7. Shout out to Ice. Shout out to my little homie.
Ice.
Now blow the candles down. 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 Now blow the candles down.
That was one of the songs. He had a whole birthday playlist. And
wow.
That was one of the songs. Like I put it on the birthday. And it was funny because him and my daughter, they were trying to like spell out
the birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
And so I was laughing at them. So I was like, let me step in here and show you how dollars. HAPPBRT.
It's a T in there somewhere.
Right. But yeah, so I was running that song this week.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
It's definitely a hype song, man.
Yeah. Thank you, man. And shout out to my guy Jay for producing that, man. He killed it, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm just having fun, man. I didn't get back into music to become this superstar artist, or this is always something that I've loved to do, bro. You know that. You know what I mean? I've always enjoyed doing music, and when God released me, said, "Hey, feel free. You know, there's something you want to do. Now the lane is open for you. Go ahead and have fun."
Right.
You know, and my plate kind of cleared off a little bit from good company, and I was able to get back, you know, to doing what I love. You know, this is something that I love doing, bro. Like if you like golfing, if you like going bowling, that's your pastime. If you now wherever this leads me, if it leads me to, you know, doing events and stuff, I'm open to it, right? Of course, everything makes sense, but man, I'm just happy. This is what brings me happiness. This is one of the things that brings me happiness. Outside of, you know, spending time with God, spending time with my family, this is another thing and I'm in charge of my happiness, right? I can't depend on or place somebody else who's imperfect like me to make me happy. That's not their responsibility. That's not my wife's responsibility, is to make me happy. Right. We do things to make each other happy, but I can't depend on her. Right. So I got to do things to make me happy, and music makes me happy, bro.
That's so interesting that you say that, because I was just talking with a buddy of mine. Shout out to my homie Bio. We shut down. We was at a Mexican restaurant, and we were having a conversation about that very topic. And I brought up that cat. I can't say it verbatim because it's Cat Williams, but like it's called self-esteem. You got to esteem yourself. Yeah. So it's like, I thought about
that's what David did. I mean, he encouraged himself in the Lord. You know what I mean?
Yep. So it's just, and so I put up my notebook. I try not to go anywhere without this, because this is where I just jot down like life, work. I jot down everything in it. But somebody just, they were challenging me to sit down and make a life list. And they said, people, place, activity. And they said, make a list of the people in your life that bring you life. Name places that bring you life.
Wow.
And list activities that bring you life.
Wow.
And then, so that was good enough. I was just like, bet I'm going to do that. Then he was like, draw a line and then write how much time you spend with those people. Write down how many times you go to that place. List how many times you do that activity. He was like, that's why you're stuck.
Because you ain't spending time with things that bring you happiness.
Create you a life list. And I was just like,
that is so good, bro.
You are stressed out. Work got you beat down. Relationships got you beat down. You are literally running on fumes because
dang, that's so good.
You have to do this. You got to sit down and make you a life list. And it's crazy because I show you the notebook. I wrote it down, but did I do it? D-MAUB? I didn't do it. So now this is a reminder for me to like, B, go make your life list.
Yeah.
And I wrote down A, B, because that's my wife.
Sure.
We need to sit down and take care of each other and say, okay, babe, where are the people that bring you life? Where are the places, where are the activities?
That's so
how much time
good,
are you
bro.
spending doing that? And I was just like,
I'm definitely taking that back to the crib.
Yeah, so I'm like, but I have to do it. And the date on here is February. I call my own Favs.
Yeah.
I call my own. This was February 25th.
Yeah.
And I still haven't done it.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Lord's looking at me right now like, you stressed, are you?
I'm trying to help you.
I gave you the tool.
I'm trying.
I gave you the tool 3 months ago.
Trying to help you, bro.
One word, I need you to use it. I need you to actually do it. So,
hey, that's good. I kind of do that when I go to schools, and I'm also a life coach, man. And so
got you.
I go into the school systems 3 days a week, and I build the kids up, man. Just love on them, encourage them, remind them to watch the company they keep. The whole reason for my brand, Good Company Apparel, is to be that physical reminder that we need to keep good company around us, and not only keep good company, but keep God company, right? And I when I go in there, I tell them, I give them an activity. I say, and this was kind of like what you on with that, right? Write down your top 5 people in your life, your top 5 friends, right? And I'm talking about, when I say top 5, if it was possible for us to put our life in their hands, you leave for 2 months, come back, your life is better. Them top 5. So
that's a good question.
So then it's like, oh wait, okay, I ain't got 5 of them. I just thought you had to describe what good was. Right.
Yeah.
So this is what I mean by good company, right? So they might write down 2, 3 people.
Yeah.
I said, now, after you write down their names, I say, do y'all know what proactive means? Some people know, I don't know. The proactive is doing something without you being asked, right?
Yeah.
So you taking out the trash without your mom asking you.
Yeah.
So you being proactive. You're doing it before somebody even asks. I said, now, since you know what proactive means, write down next to their name how they're proactively helping you be successful. They get quiet. What are the physical things they're doing without you asking to make sure you are successful? That's good company. That's the difference between company and good company. I don't need people in my life who's just taking up space. I wouldn't put this in the refrigerator.
Why?
There's nothing, let's say there's a gallon of milk.
Got you.
This gallon of milk is not enough to pour a glass of milk. It's not enough for a bowl of cereal. So why would I leave this big container, this gallon container in my refrigerator taking up space when the contents on the inside can't do nothing for me? Right? So it's like, we need to identify who these people are in our lives. And I'm not necessarily saying cut them off, just don't expect nothing out of them either.
Right.
Right. And so
that's nasty.
That's the difference of good company is they proactively help you be successful.
And again, I got shout out my homie B.O. I've known B.O. for like maybe two or 3 months. I had a job interview about a week or so ago. We're leaving our men's small group. It's like early morning before you go to work. So you got to sacrifice. You up at 7, 6 in the morning to get to church so you can have a small group. And I'm leaving out. And I mentioned that I have an interview. You know what he said to me? He said, hey, I need to prep you for your interview. I'm like, what you mean?
What does that even mean?
He doesn't know that I suck at interviews. Interviews are like testing me. Anxiety. It's just too much going on. He just walked me and said, I need to prep you. What are you doing today? I was like, I'm working from home. He was like, all right, on your lunch break. He was like, I'm getting my car detailed up the street. It's gonna take him about an hour. So just pull up and I'm gonna prep you. I walked in, I pulled up my little backpack, sat down. He gave me an Excel document with different questions in it, with different columns on how to use a STAR technique, the situation, the task, the action, the result. He gave me a document of certain questions you should ask as the interview wrap up. He walked me through so much. I did not ask him for anything. So like that illustration, it hits home for me because I'm just kind of like, I'm like, but the thing is, it's like I've been praying for a long time. Like I've been in Texas, I've been in Texas now for like almost 9 years. I don't have company.
Yeah.
Let alone good company.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to meet this guy within a few months, and it's just like he's already just like
he's proactive.
I need to prep you.
Proactive.
No questions asked. This is where I'm going to be. Here's the address. Pull up.
Wow.
And I went and did the interview and I killed it. And I have my follow up coming up in a few days.
So dope, man. So dope.
So it's like, it's true.
Yeah.
What you're saying, what you're telling these people is true, man.
Company you surround yourself with can either propel you or derail you.
Come on, man.
It's going to do one or two things. They're going to either push you to be great or they're going to keep you from being great.
You need to have a podcast. Because this is crazy right now. We like, it's so funny how we just naturally just moved. Like the album produced this conversation.
Yeah.
So now we're not even on like talking about the album. We're just talking about life because that's what the album is talking about.
Absolutely.
And that's where Christian hip hop is now.
Yeah.
And I hear that there's going to be an album release concert. Let's get back on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Get your listen to me. Don't listen to nobody else right now.
Yeah.
Album release concert, June 20th. It's a Friday night. Okay. Doors open at 6. It's going to be at Agape Love Ministries. You follow me on social media. I'm posting on social media, official.D-MAUB, official.D-MAUB. I'm posting everything on there about the album release concert. But yeah, tickets are a donation. Whatever you want to bless me with, right? But this is what we're doing. I want you to do a listening-based donation. What that means is go listen to my album, give it a shot. You give me a donation based off how good you think the album is. I'll accept whatever you give. Just come and rock out with me. I just want to see people there. And I just want to have fun to celebrate this monumental moment in my life for putting out an album 15 years later.
That's dope.
So yeah, June 20th, we up. You know what I'm saying? We up. It's going to be crazy. Shout out to my bro, Boo Man, Big Boo Man. He hosting.
Dude's hilarious.
You know what I mean? Bishop Henderson and his awesome wife, you know, they opened their doors to me, man. Said, man, listen, you can use our church, bro. We believe in what you're doing. That's dope. And that's why I'm able to offer the tickets at a donation because they loved on me. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Agape Love Ministries, man. We going up on June 20th, straight up.
Nice, man. So I really feel like we can sit here and talk forever, but I'm not gonna hold the people. I know you got a event to host tonight. You have you're opening up for Stokely.
Yeah.
You got a lot going on. You got to run your shop today.
For sure.
So you got a lot going on. So I appreciate you stopping by.
Man, I love you, bro.
Man, I love you too, man.
I do, man.
It's
really
been
appreciate it.
It's been so long. Like I said, full circle moment for me
to
be sitting down with you. Shout out to my brother V behind the glass.
Shout out to V Nice, my brother.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Behind the glass. This is his studio. So if you're ever in Cincinnati, Planet Production Studios. You can definitely lock in here. It's a great space. I'm looking at. So I have never looked at this many cameras in my life.
17,000 cameras right now.
And it's the wattage that's going on in this room right now.
I came here like, what? We on trial, bro.
Right. It kind of feels like paparazzi. I feel kind of like low key. Like, this would have been like if there was like after a good game, I gotta sit down.
You gotta talk about
Yeah.
Nah, this dope. This it's probably the best studio I've seen in Cincinnati. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah. So if you need a podcast services, we'll put some things at the bottom of the screen so you guys can check that out. So I am B+. This is D-MAUB. This has been the Be Positive Music Show. We have just went through a recap countdown. Again, it's been so long. A recap countdown of his brand new project, Revamped. Go check it out wherever you go to stream or buy your music. And until next time, peace in, confusion out, and be positive. Hey, what's going on, positive people? Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Make sure you like, share, and leave a comment below of your thoughts on this video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Be positive, y'all.